Wow, and welcome back to Never Out of Fashion on Weekend on Wheels, and I'm Girish. And today we are going to talk about Bobby, which is also known as Rajdoot GTS. Well, this is the Rajdoot GTS. Well, not, but then that is where the inspiration comes from Honda. So the earlier version of Honda, which is called the Honda Monkey, now we see the similar one with Honda Navi. So this is the design inspiration which was there before the Rajdoot Bobby or Rajdoot GTS was launched. So today we have a completely restored Rajdoot GTS, or also known as Rajdoot Bobby. So we will talk about that right after this intro video. Welcome back to my channel, guys, and this is the closest resemblance that I can show you between the fully inspired Honda Monkey, the mini bike, which is now the Honda Navi, versus the completely inspired motorcycle from Honda, which was converted into this Rajdoot Bobby, or also known as Rajdoot GTS 175. It's a 175cc scooter, or the bike, what you can call a motorcycle. So I'm showing you both is just to give you a design inspiration or design led motorcycle which was there, and this is the closest reference I could give. Now let's talk more about this, and let me get rid of the Navi now. What you see now is a fully restored Rajdoot GTS Deluxe. So there were two different models, which was the GTX, which was GTS, and GTS Deluxe. When you talk about this motorcycle, there has been close to about 90-95% which is back to stock. Maybe 5% that would be a little buffer here and there, which I will tell you during the course of this video. There's an interesting fact about this motorcycle. So this is one of those mini motorcycles that you could have, and this is exactly the same as Rajdoot. So they've got the same engine, 175cc engine, which is powered with 7.5 horsepower and also around 12 Newton meter torque. So that's the same engine, so across all the Rajdoot which came. And also one of the other features, or one of the other thing you want to know about this, is how this mini motorcycle got its name Bobby. So this was originally named as Rajdoot GTS or Rajdoot GTS Deluxe, but then after the movie in the year 1973, Bobby, when this actually gains its popularity, or vice versa, the movie gained the popularity because of this particular motorcycle, and this motorcycle gained popularity because of the movie. So it was vice versa, and that's when this got its name Bobby. And ever since that, there's never looking back at what you see, the Rajdoot Bobby, or very well known otherwise as Bobby. More than people just call it Bobby, not even Rajdoot Bobby. So now let's get a little up close and personal and run you through the entire bit of this particular mini motorcycle. So as usual, let's start from the Odo console. So if you look at the Odo console here, so you have this Rajdoot Bobby, or the Rajdoot GTS symbol here, logo. You get the speedometer and the mile here. You have the left indicator, right indicator, stop and high beam here. And when you go on to the left hand side, so this is a modification here. So what you see now here is from Yamaha RX. So this is a direct retrofit which has been done here because the original is not available. And when you go on to your right hand side also, this is the kill on and kill off switch. Again, this is not the original, this is a aftermarket product that has been fitted into it. And when you look at the handlebar, very interesting handlebar. So this I will talk about while I ride, so you need to watch the entire video till the end to understand about this handlebar. There's something really special about this. When I say special, please watch it till the end. So let's go on the front of this. So when you look at the headlight, you get the round headlight here, and the previous version of it had the same headlight as the Rajdoot. You had the coney shaped headlight, but in this case you get the full round headlight. and these are again Rajdoot indicators that you get. You get a very short mudguard here, and then you look at the suspension that you get, that is again very unique to this motorcycle. And the other thing that I want to talk about is, though it's a 175cc again directly from the Rajdoot, the fins here and the bore here, when you look at it, it's slightly smaller compared to the original Rajdoot, but then it's the same power. And another very unique thing is this gets a single frame chassis, which what you can see the entire design of this motorcycle. So right from there, it's complete one single chassis, and the engine is not mounted to the chassis sideways here, which normally you will have, but then otherwise the engine is mounted on the top from here. That's how it has been designed. And again, when you look at the chrome exhaust that you see in this particular model, you get the chrome plated exhaust. In the previous model, which is GTS, you used to get a painted version of the same. Similarly, you used to have a flap as well here. In this case, it's not there, and you also used to get a stepney here, which is not there in this particular scooter. Now when we go on the back end side, again you get the same Rajdoot indicators here. This is not a stock tail lamp. This is from the Jeep tail lamp. Still trying to get the original tail lamp. The suspension which has gone on the rear one is the original Bobby suspension, but then the front one that you see is from M50. And again, when you come here, you have a fuel filter which has been installed. Again, that is purely from the current generation perspective, because the tank tends to rust, and if you don't have a fuel filter, it can go into the carburetor and you'll have regular issues. To solve that issue, you have a fuel filter, otherwise the fuel would directly travel from here to the carburetor. But then here we have this particular thing been done. And again, when you look at the engine cover, all the Rajdoot gets similar engine cover, similar styling. There would be slightly different change to it. And another unique thing here is you have the gear lever and kicker mounted to the same place, to the engine directly. So I'm going to ride this and tell you more about this in a while. And the logo that you see here is very particular to Rajdoot Bobby. Comment below and tell me what do you think about this completely restored Rajdoot Bobby. Let's listen to the exhaust note of this mini scooter or mini motorcycle. Now it's time to ride this very well known or very famously known the Bobby, but otherwise the original name is Rajdoot GTS Deluxe. So let's ride this and tell you how this rides even today. So let's ride this. So 1 down and 3 up. So it's 1 down and 3 up. So the thing that I wanted to talk about earlier was the handle, and when you sit on this, it feels like you're riding a cruiser. Basically, the way the sitting posture is, the way the handle has been designed, you know, like you're riding a big Harley or something like that. Not for the power bit, but then definitely the riding stance is like you're sitting on a big bike and, you know, kind of relaxing. That's exactly the stance that you have And originally a company used to claim a top speed of anything around 90 to 95. That was to be the top speed. Well, now not talking about the top speed though, we're just riding it and giving a reference as on today when we have so many other 4 strokes. Does it still have the juice to take you around? So this definitely is fun to ride, nostalgia basically when you ride this. And when you talk about the gear also, it has long travel when you have to actually shift the gear. So talking from the current perspective, even today when you ride this, you will not complain because there's enough juice in the scooter to take you around. And mind, it's a 175cc motorcycle, but maybe on a lesser horsepower. It's just 7.5 horsepower and also around 12.7 Newton meter torque. But then the joy of riding such a mini motorcycle, I think it can be only experienced. It can be only experienced at any point in time. You like this video, please do consider to give it a thumbs up. Share to my YouTube channel if you haven't shared yet for such content. I've done a lot of other never out of fashion content, right from all the Javas, ESDs, RX, and many more. If you want to watch that, please run through my channel to watch all of them. And meanwhile, when you change the gear travel is longer, so you really need to travel the lever to actually change into the next gear. And brakings are, yeah, not really the best, but then that's okay. It does its job. Nothing to complain. There's nothing much to complain. It's just the joy that you still can get something like this, ride and enjoy the history. So this is a 1974 Rajdoot GTS Deluxe. So 1993 is when this particular scooter or this particular motorcycle got its fame because of the movie Bobby. But then when this particular model was launched, this was not a hit model. This was more of a flop model for them, because something like this was much ahead of its time then. So people really didn't receive it well back then, because it was too early. The market wasn't ready for something like this. But then now, people are open for such motorcycle. So that's all from me. I'm heading back now. Well, that was all from my end regarding this fully restored Rajdoot GTS Deluxe. It's super fun. It's nostalgia. Riding something like this has always been fun for me. And if you haven't watched any of my other videos on Never Out of Fashion, here's a link. You can go check that out. And there are a lot of other motorcycles and scooters and cars that I've covered in Never Out of Fashion. Hope you like it. Meanwhile, please stay at home, stay safe, vaccinate yourself if you haven't. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.